They're taking over, sharing torpedoes all around. FPV community, breaking new ground.
All right, welcome in, friends. We've got a special edition episode for you guys today. We've got Let's Drone Out waiting for us in the background here. They're going to be popping in and discussing about their show, their awesome podcast that's been running forever. I mean, probably 10 years, I would think. We'll talk about that. And all the awesome people that they have on their list of co-hosts on their channel. So we'll bring them in shortly, but let's bring in our co-hosts always, Mr. Danzilla.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Good to see you, friends.
Mr. Koala himself.
Howdy.
Mr. Hitman Koala, as we've been calling him.
Yeah. Apparently. Yeah.
How's your guys' week been so far? You guys got
Hitmen don't say pew pew.
Only the real ones do, Dan. Only the real ones do.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Any flying going on?
Yeah, just flying around my yard, my daily stuff. I was really proud of myself the other day. I hit this dive gap that I've been scared to hit for a while, and I hit it multiple times in a row. So I don't know what I was afraid of all that time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
once you do
I
it,
just
it's like, okay, yeah, it's doable.
Oh yeah, you got to get the jitters out. You got to do it at least once or twice, and then you're like, oh, that wasn't too hard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was out. I flew actually 4 packs this morning, and I haven't flown in actually like a couple weeks now. So it was nice to just get out and feel the quad again. And I actually went to my elementary school that I went to as a kid, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a sweet place to fly because there's a big field in the back, and then there's almost like a drop off area where there's like this big awning, and just kind of ripped around there. And also through the neighborhood, because Sunday mornings there's like nobody around, so I got to kind of fly over the treetops and on the road and stuff. But
Quiet morning.
Yeah. How about
you,
you, man?
Being a douche.
Yeah, so I ended up getting out and doing some long range flying the other day, actually, with Falcon Rat. So I was
Sweet.
working on some video footage. I can kind of show you a little glimpse of what, but I'm not going to show you too much.
Wow,
yeah,
look at that
really
location.
amazing spot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Wow.
a little bit of snow up there, but working on getting it all nice and stabilized for later. But yeah, just really cool, amazing spot. Didn't find any goats or anything. I was really hoping to find some mountain goats again, but no, not yet. But
Dude,
Did you
that
tell
looks
Falcon
so
Red we
sick.
miss him?
sorry, say again.
Did you tell Falcon Red we miss him?
Yes. I believe he's watching, but yeah, he's been busy working a lot.
Hey,
I think he's
Falcon Red.
flying and camping maybe right now, but maybe he's here. No, he's not here.
Wow. I'm so jealous, man. I wish I could fly there with you guys.
Hell yeah, man. No, it's going to be great. You guys come on out for September FPV, the city event. We'll be doing some long range flying as well.
Oh yeah.
So, well, yeah. Enough chitter chatter. Let's bring in our friends that we've been waiting patiently in the background here. Let's drone
Enough
out
about
guests. We've got Mr. Jack. We've talked with Jack a few times on Facebook and a couple other places, and I think on here as well at one point.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back in, Jack. You're basically the kind of the guy that's basically running the show more or less.
Trust me, it's Frank's the puppet master. He puts his hand up there, works me like a muppet. I swear to God, the magical things that man does.
Puts his hand up where now?
PG-13, boys.
And speaking of the hand up there, we've got your wife.
Jack's darling wife, Tony. Yes.
Bonjour.
Sure.
What's up, guys?
And we've got Curry Kitten, of course. Come on in. Thank you very
Hello.
much. Yeah,
Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, everyone's
Everyone's
favorite. That's how
favorite.
it goes. I should have
Yeah.
let Koala introduce. That would have been perfect.
Eh,
Oh yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's
was
usually actually up to Jack for that. Really, he's the master of the intro, I'd say.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've just seen you
Yeah.
do it a couple times though.
Yeah, sometimes here and there.
Here we go.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat, if you guys don't know, Koala, I kind of stole him a little bit from the Let's Drone Out podcast. That's kind of where I found him. He was in Ontario, and I was like, we need to have him in the stream at least.
We
So,
scouted him.
always good to have him. Yeah.
Well,
so-
it makes sense. We're all Canadian, at least the top row here. So, yeah, it's
Hell
funny
yeah.
because Jack, he's the one that got me into FPV.
Right.
And so I was basically indoctrinated
Ah.
into the UK scene, or I mean maybe that's kind of like over whatever shooting it, but yeah. And then I got sort of connected with Canadian guys, so it's pretty cool. Just and it,
Wait, so
FPV your world, it's the world. So
literally.
wait, so Jack's the one we can blame for bringing you into the dark side, aka
Yeah.
Kiss?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I mean, like,
Oh,
I had to wait
yes.
till he was like, me and Cole were friends from like 2009,
yeah,
so we've known each other a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to wait for him to get bored of the DJI crap and be like, I want to fly FPV, I want to fly DJI
You
FPV,
groomed
and I
him
was
for
like, no,
FPV.
don't do that. And luckily, he like listened to me.
Nice.
And now he flies better than all of us, and I'm pissed off.
there you go.
So,
And he flies down like-
That's the worst. That's the worst.
show me up.
That's fine.
Right.
No.
Yeah, Cole is like us like 10 years ago, where we'd all be out sort of trying to get 4 packs in the morning, and now it's like a little bit jaded now. We're like, oh, every couple of weeks we'll try and fly something, and then something will just break and stuff, and we're like, oh.
I break stuff periodically, but I'm not quite jaded yet. I don't think. Not yet.
That's good. We like analog.
Jaded it's a scale. It's not like yes or no. You're just
True.
either you're always on the spectrum.
Yeah. To be fair, we've been flying a long time though, us guys.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, sounds like it, guys. When did
Well,
you
the
all get
podcast
started?
is nearly 10 years old, our podcast, and we've been flying probably more than that, longer than that. So I think Curry Kitten's probably the FPV
The oldest.
The oldest.
I didn't say that. You did.
Some of my models are 12 years old, and we're still
Right.
trying to fly them,
Wow.
and they're still awful. But, we like lots of old men. We sometimes have fun just reminiscing about how good old days and how fun stuff was, because everything was much more difficult, which is kind of fun. Nowadays, it's just like you just build a quad and you just fly it, and you barely need to move your thumbs. It just goes in a nice line.
You just
Back
buy
in the
it. You
days
don't
when
even have
things
to build
wobbled
it.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Things wobbled around.
don't
You
have the
made things
backup.
out of wood.
Right.
That
We
was
don't have the backup lines. Backup camera
Jeez.
lines.
What's this?
What
This
was
is
the-
Yeah, what are you showing us
Instagram
there?
picture from Brighton Til I Fly. I can't really zoom in on it much other than that, but Instagram. I
I
can
think you
post the
can
link.
click the picture, doesn't it? Open it.
94 weeks ago.
No, that was his first edit.
Ah.
No, last edit actually. Probably.
The last edit. 94 weeks. That's like 2 years.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Under.
Wait, is that when someone was hanging off the? Oh, Jack, you're muted. You're muted, Jack.
Muted.
That's when you were hanging off some vehicle, I think.
It looks
Yeah.
like Frank hanging off the vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris G had given us a ride down to the Hidden
That's
Valley.
with
which
Dan,
is
mate.
sort of the... Was it? I thought
That's
that
with
was
Digby Dan, isn't it?
that's a Digby Dam.
That's the
I don't know.
chimney.
Yeah, it says Danny Carb. Tag
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There we
That
go.
was-
It's been a couple of years.
yeah,
I'm-
that-
I'm-
2 years ago. Yeah.
get a bit of a pass on that one. Yeah, we got a ride down to Hidden Valley, which is like the spiritual home of LDO in many ways. That's where the mini air show started, which is kind of what spawned Let's Drone Out as a way to try and get people to kind of continue the mini air show community between those annual events and have some kind of build more of a confidence in some people to be regular commentators. And then out of LDO spawned the LDO Drone Games as well, which was an event we put on.
That is
back
the
in
egg and spoon race.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that's this is sort of the level of seriousness that LDO has applied to everything. I think.
Yes,
You know,
basically, yeah. Look at that, he's keeping that egg on there.
Yeah, with a load of freestyle, the egg and spoon race. We also strapped a phone and live streamed from a line of sight fixed wing plane by flying up high enough that it can actually get some phone signal that we can stream from.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, that's kind of the level of seriousness we have. Yeah, but it's down in Hidden Valley is sort of where all the magic has happened over the years. In my
Very
mind,
cool.
at least.
I've flown there before.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
cool.
Ooh, historic.
Back in, was that 2021?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is 8 years ago, this footage, so
Wow.
pretty. This is when we were all beginning. This is when it was all exciting and
Yeah,
That's
it's,
got to be a run cam, hasn't it? It looks so good.
No, it's a CC3D, I think.
Oh shit.
It's a, I think it's because he's got his OSD on there, so that's probably a
yeah, I think this is-
Sony, HS 1177.
yeah, one of them.
But I remember NJ doing this routine and seeing Tony be like looking in his goggles, looking up at the quad, looking in his goggles, just like double taking. It's like, how was he doing this? Because at the time, all of this freestyle was like mad.
It was all new for us,
Flying
wasn't it?
backwards.
Yeah.
I just remember people being like, how
Like
is he
this
doing
bit
this?
particularly, where he's like just doing continuous flips without losing height, really, and it's like, how's that possible?
Yeah, because we were all like, we were racers. All of us started, I think, racing before we got into any freestyle.
True.
You can see there's like we've got a race track set up there. I think we used to go down on a Sunday, rain or not. It was so exciting. Just go race with friends, and it was cool. Meeting new people,
Yeah,
all that.
the best.
Breaking props, because we used to take our props out of our pack back then, and we'd look at them and they'd break.
Glass nine.
Yeah, that's the sort of stuff we had to deal with back then, and we had nothing to train on. We had no, it was just go out and fly. It wasn't. We had no PC stuff, did we, Curry Kitten?
No, I mean,
I do appreciate. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's sort of pre me. So there seemed to be the Brighton lot going on, and there was the guys I hung out with, and we started connecting up on these things we called the Mad Dog meets, where we get like sort of invite for about 16 pilots throughout the country to turn up in some small village in Oxfordshire, and we'd go kind of crazy flying around there, and everybody's building different things, and that's when the drone stuff started taking off, because it was kind of a mix back in the days of the massive quads like the F450s and tricopters, and then we're all flying fixed wing, and then mini quads came in, and we had like Luke Bannister started coming there when he was like 13, and a bunch of other guys that got big in the racing scene in the UK. So it's like little pockets of FPV throughout the country doing different things which didn't necessarily know about each other until we started putting stuff on YouTube and connected that way.
Very cool.
It was so exciting back then.
And Classic B-Rad.
So yeah, look, this is someone flying and freestyling at the same time, flying the racetrack.
That's wicked.
Well, we can't really make fun of your OSD. It's pretty minimal. We like to make fun of OSD.
I'd like to point out that that isn't any OSD. That's just the security cam name.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
no air mode. There's hardly any. This is free sky. It's free
Yeah.
sky. Free sky telemetry. You might be lucky. It might be D8, maybe D16.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
No optional
Horrible.
UARTs, just standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you had a beeper, one of
Right.
those little things you plug in the balance port, and if it goes
Yeah.
below like 3.5, it starts beeping at you, and you have to hope your quad's close enough that you hear it beeping as it goes past, as
Yeah,
opposed to just
that's
shutting down
hilarious.
and falling out the sky.
Oh my goodness.
I still have one of those.
They're
Somewhere in
good
the
stuff.
back.
They're
Well,
very
you
good
can
stuff.
still you can set it up in Betaflight, right? You can. Oh no, you can't get the motors to beep. You need an external motor.
I mean, the first event, the sort of race meet that me, Jack, and Tony at least met up at. I mean, there was cheers for anyone who managed to complete a lap. Like, that was the sort of level of success. Like, wow, someone completed a lap in one
Right.
go. Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, so
Fuck yeah,
it's progressed a little bit since then.
for
where,
sure.
You know, now it's like I can't watch like a modern race through the goggles and know what's going on. Like I can't see the
it's
course.
too
I don't
fast
understand.
now.
Yeah,
Crazy fast. Yeah.
Mm.
I agree. It's
faster than my brain can process
Yeah.
the information.
same. So fast now. These guys. The
So this
Belgians do
veg
those.
and spoon, what is this? Is this the egg and thing? Veg
Yeah.
Yeah,
The egg and spoon race.
yeah. So it was like an egg and spoon race, but because of Tony, it couldn't be actual eggs. So they're vegan eggs, which are
Oh,
tomatoes. Especially as we were on a farm at the time, and it was easy to get hold of a crate of tomatoes.
So you strap like a big spoon to the front or something?
Yeah.
Basically, big
Duct
wooden
taped a big
spoon.
wooden spoon to the mini quads, and then had the tomato in the spoon bowl, and then had the race with that, and it was whoever could basically get fastest with the tomato still in the spoon, and
Oh,
Tony won. Although I am suspicious.
I did not glue it.
I was gonna say, is there a little bit of CA glue there?
No.
right. Totally.
It was a total win.
Oh, there it goes.
There goes the
Yeah.
video.
Was that actually me flying? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, was that me?
Yeah.
Too bad you can't go back and scoop it back up.
And this
Oh,
was another-
Tupperware quad. Brilliant.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, this was a
Tupperware.
good
That's
innovation
hilarious.
With waterproof
Flying.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
in British weather. Yeah, so it's in a Tupperware
There's
box.
actually
and
something in that. There's actually
Yeah,
something in that.
hilarious.
It's got a little windscreen wiper on the front, as you can see. Here.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
the
You guys
first
are
windshield
brilliant.
wiper. Amazing.
Well, we know how much it rains in the UK, so
Oh,
Tupperware quad with a wiper.
And there's Brad Austin, who built this and flew this, and kept us all entertained in the inevitable downpour in the middle of July in
Yeah.
Britain.
there you go.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's too good.
That's amazing.
I guess it would have to be a pusher, right? So because
Yeah.
Hmm.
How he wants to build one.
My brain's going now.
Did you ever see the picture of the drone with an umbrella attached to the top of it? It was like a DJI drone or something. It had an umbrella. I
That's
don't know if
funny.
that's going to work too well. That was awesome. Great video. Great video.
That was when it was fun, and then it went from fun to serious. Like a couple of us got sponsors, and we were racing, and we had to like give up our weekends. And right, we've got a 2-day race here, we've got a 2-day race there, and yeah, it got a bit. For me, it got a bit too much in the end. I done it for a few years, but after a few years, it was just a bit too much. It took the fun away after a while. Like being sponsored, you've got to, I've got to try get third, second, or first. You know, it was it took the fun out of it a bit for me on in that, but it was good though because I met so many cool friends, so many friends from FPV in the last 10 years.
For sure.
And my husband.
There you
I'm
go.
surprised they're not together in the formation here.
I don't even know why I go along with it. To
Frank's
be
come
honest.
between them.
Just
Frank's come between them.
with a boyfriend, Bruce,
Don't get jealous.
the weekend. No.
It's Tony's other secret wife. I mean, husband.
His work
Yeah.
wife.
Get on the side.
We've got some awesome videos here we can share while we keep the conversation going. A few of them are from some people in the panel here, but the first couple are from our co-host here. So, awesome
No,
video.
it's me.
Danzilla.
Danzilla.
Surfing.
Oh yeah, I call it tree surfing. Just playing in the trees. Nothing
Nice.
too like hardcore freestyle, really. Just fast cruising and zooming.
Nice.
Zooming and cruising. If you guys
That's
haven't
a
checked
perfect little
out
spot.
Danzilla.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Pardon?
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Danzilla, subscribe to him. I know
Oh,
he's
yeah,
going to be
sure.
posting his own links in the chat, but I mean, still.
This is more my flavour of cruising around. I like going sort of low to something. I don't flipping
Oh,
around
low.
too much. I just like the proximity of stuff and flying
Yeah,
around.
me
Like,
too now.
Totally.
Low and fast is so fun. Low and fast, like faster, lower,
Yeah.
zoomier. You know. Almost
And what
feels
kind of drone are you
G-forces.
flying on this flight again for people in the chat?
This is my 5-inch FPV Cycle Glide with 03. It's not an action cam or anything. It's just the 03.
Nice.
Nice.
It's your standard freestyle 5-inch build.
Cool.
So my question is, how do you know where to go back to?
I know where I am. I don't know. It's just situational awareness. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if you have the lake as reference, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm on a isthmus of land between two wet spots there. So, and there's the hill with the fire watch tower, and I'm at the base of it. So it's not like I'm just cruising back and forth across the hill, basically. Up
He
the
lives
top,
nearby,
down again.
and
You
he's
camping then?
Sometimes.
No, not camping. Just there's a school down there, sort of pointing at me right now. I'm parked in the parking lot. But not a school, a park. You know, playground and.
Are you allowed to camp in them fire things?
There, I don't think you are because it's sort of a public park, but there's campsites around. We call it cottage country where I am. It's a lot of like summer homes and
It's very nice.
very small towns in the forest. There's thousands of lakes. Like I can't.
This is
I've been working on my long.
Ontario.
Yeah, I've been working on my long range.
This is a
lately,
few
and
hours north of where I live, actually.
I can't do long range without going over water. So. Yeah, it's everywhere. But yeah, I'm just down there, sort
The
of
land of
by the
lakes,
road.
they call that area, I think, too, right?
Yeah, cottage country, lake
Yeah.
country. It's like your lake country.
For sure. Yeah.
so have you ever gone
population
down
goes-
over this sort of area? And if so, what's the recovery like?
It's rough. My backyard is kind of similar, and I was cruising last year over sort of the little valley on the other side of the road, and I went down, and it took me 3 hours to find it.
Oh, man.
I didn't have
Wow.
GPS. That one I didn't have GPS on or anything, just a beeper, and all I could see in the goggles was like the trunk of a tree. So I had to like watch the video back and go, oh, I'm near that one giant pine tree that sticks up, and that's over there. So I made my way over there and then started doing circles from there. And
So it's still powered
Yeah.
then. So you could do like the RSSI, like off the colder.
yeah, I was pretty green then. I didn't know how to do that. But it's got GPS on it now. So I got GPS on it now, and my radio records its last GPS known recordings and displays it in big red letters on the screen for me.
Nice.
Nice and
Is that-
smooth.
That was me.
Is that
doing it
like
in the parking lot.
a Lewis script thing? Or
Yeah, there's a Lua script for what is it? Edge TX, I guess. It's GPS. It uses. I can't even remember how I set it up now.
It's like a widget or
Something
something.
to do with the telemetry. Yeah, it's a widget, a telemetry widget.
It's just standard telemetry, isn't it? You can just get that displayed on the telemetry.
There's a couple of different ones. There's one that will log all your GPS at a certain time frame to your SD card, and I didn't really need that, so I just have it that it just it saves my last one when I turn off, or or I disarm. It just saves it and just shows it on the screen until I arm again.
Cool.
Yeah, I did something
But
similar on my Tango too for
never
my
had to use it.
for my 7-inch quad. It's not actually a Lewis script though. It's just something that's built in. Some kind of it's like a sensor. I think it's like add new sensor or something,
Yeah.
and then
It is. That's what it is.
yeah.
That's what it is. You add a widget and add a new sensor, I think, is what it was.
Did you guys learn to fly real life or on your PC at home?
Real life.
Yeah,
I
was
with
impatient.
phones.
I tried to start with the sim like they tell you to, but I got impatient and just went for it after a couple hours.
I think you always become a better pilot doing it for real than simming it.
For sure.
Yeah, I started.
It's so different
too.
too.
There was simulators, I think, as far as I remember.
Yeah, I was like, do I want to get into this and spend a boatload of money? Or so I was like, Jack basically was like, okay, get this little cheapo Beta FPV light radio, try out liftoff, see if you like
land
it.
in the boat, land in the boat. Yes.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Always
Sorry,
land in the
Paul,
boot.
we cut you off there.
Cops come by.
Oh no, it's all good, buddy. Oh,
This one's one that hasn't got a lot of play times. I picked it out of Paula's little channel there. So subscribe over to his channel. Check out this fucking awesome.
What are we looking
video.
at? Color
So
corrected,
this is-
not color corrected, and goggles?
that is DVR, and just basically this was meant for like real format, and there's a full edit on my channel, but I don't know. I made this before I actually did the proper edit, and I never posted it. But then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll post it now. And yeah, just a little garage rip one day. It was like a holiday or something, and it almost just looks like one of those like liminal spaces. There's like nobody around. There's no vehicles. It's just like, yeah. Pretty
Is there
fun
a
little
difference
spot to
between
fly.
the top video and the bottom video?
No, they're the same. I just I didn't
Okay.
zoom it. I didn't zoom like the one clip in. I just did like I don't know. I was just kind of playing around. I didn't
I
really.
quite like it.
Yeah, it's
like-
kind of neat.
It's like
Reminds
choose where you
me of
look.
8-Bit's videos.
Yeah, man.
8-Bit does the same kind of stuff where you like put multiple elements in the thing to make the video.
Yeah, I'd like to try more of that stuff, but yeah,
I was
always
actually
find
really
myself,
surprised.
lacking the inspiration.
I was really surprised at how well my video was like in this spot.
Well, the video feed for your goggles is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay,
so
so
what
it's
was,
Like going up or down a level though.
at one point I went up one level, but then it started getting pretty bad, so I had to turn around. But
Mhm.
the breakup you're seeing, like
Hey,
the
Matt.
rainbowy stuff, right? Is that just
Black.
is that what's that called, or what would you? Is that multipathing, or is that?
Passing, yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
just
so then
bits,
Rainbow,
bits
yeah.
of the metal. Yeah.
There was these gaps
Your
in between
V-holes.
the pillars there, and I was like, oh, one too many. I would have smashed right into something on the other side, so I got pretty lucky there.
I like the gaps in the walls there and those little dividers. I would be
Yeah.
hitting a couple of those for sure, though.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, man.
And this is what, a 5-inch?
This is a 5-inch, yeah.
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 Nice.
Well done.
5-inch with.
I can see getting
action
lost in
cam.
here in the goggles. I can see getting lost in here in the goggles because it's
Where
so,
did
so
I
repetitive.
park
You're
the
like, oh
car?
shit, where am I?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Everything
actually a
is-
huge parking garage. So
It looks
it's a,
huge.
it's a double layer underground parking garage. Like there's two levels to it, but even just the single level, dude, it's got to be at least the size of a football field.
Crazy.
Or sorry, American football field for you, for you British folk.
That's
Oh, it's tiny, eh?
small. Isn't the soccer field bigger?
No.
Sorry.
Well, like a football field,
Football.
like it's got to be like 100
What soccer?
Was it a 100
Yeah.
yards or something like that? Or no, I forget what it is.
Hey, you can't say what soccer. I found out last week that you guys invented the word soccer, and you used to call it soccer, but then didn't give the Americans the memo that you had stopped calling it soccer.
we do that.
It used to be, it had something to do with association football, and people would say, I'm going to like a sock game, which became, I'm going to a soccer. And then everybody called it that for like 2 years. And that's right when it started up in the new world. And then you guys went back to calling it football instead. And the Americans just kept calling it soccer.
Interesting.
That's about right.
Gary T, no, not AI, buddy, but that is a great compliment. Thank you.
This is a good video. Literally making a potato fly.
Hey, it's a DJI.
So they literally, Jack and Frank just went to the supermarket, bought a potato, and made it fly. Absolutely brilliant.
That's amazing.
So, Frank, did you shoot this then?
Yeah. Well, I also made the motor mounts and got the carbon tube. And basically, I brought the stuff and then put it on Jack's desk. And like anything that you leave on Jack's desk, if you take parts and leave them on Jack's desk, then it'll end up being built into something. If you take fully built something and leave it on Jack's desk, turn around and they'll be in parts. So that's
he's powering up a potato.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
They're all
That's hilarious.
multi-shot.
Jack, Gary T wonders what works better, a russet or a Yukon Gold potato?
Mm.
It's got to be the Yukon.
I think the russet's. I was gonna say the russet's firmer, isn't it? So you get better pit tune.
It was horrible, man. I had to like super glue the carbon fiber into the potato.
Oh, we didn't eat it after then. I thought you ate the potato after.
No, we planted it for. You'll see at the end. I dig a hole and plant it for next year's yield.
Nice. Did you get more potato drones out of it?
Yeah, they made little babies.
I've still got the bag of bits somewhere because we said we were going to make a pumpkin fly with it as well. Like with just the arms that
That'd
just
be fun.
shove into whatever now I built. We could just get.
This is
They-
what happens when you
they
leave
get
Englishmen
pumpkin.
alone on their own too long.
Potatoes.
Oh,
Here we go. The maiden flight of the potato.
It annoyed the piss out of me because after we did this, then Riot started using the term potato quad and stuff.
Yeah.
Loads.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank thought of it first.
What are your top 3 potatoes for 2024?
King Edward.
Yeah.
Long range potatoes.
Oh gosh.
Look at that
Where's
battery.
Hey,
Hey.
there you go.
The dangling
Mate,
battery with like
Hey.
packing tape.
Oh, I have also
Everything-
flown here. I have also flown at this spot.
Yeah. Everything attached to that quad is held on with hopes and dreams.
One
That's
crash
actually
and it's
amazing.
over, right?
Jesus Christ, Frank.
I don't think anyone's ever done that.
There's a reason.
I
I
haven't
think.
seen it before.
Yeah.
I saw a taxidermy cat once, but not a
Yeah,
potato.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Potato quad, disassembly is easy. So if you break a body,
Disassembly is easy.
your arms, your battery, flight controller, good to go.
Oh, I thought you had like a proper sort of frame embedded there, but you just stuck the arms into a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
basically.
goodness! I thought they were at least like joined in the middle.
Is this
I
your
thought there'd be some sort
version
of
of burying it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
kick it into a hole and went. Yeah, but I buried that for future potatoes.
I shat in that hole to fertilise it.
Surprise me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome.
Mashed potatoes.
Always great. Always great.
Uh,
Too funny.
That's funny. Nice work.
This is an oldie and a goodie. I need to refresh my coffee. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back with this.
If it wasn't for Cole, no one would ever see this.
Oh yes, I edited this.
Oh, this is from Mini Air Show 2, I guess.
Oh, 2019. No, this is an
2019.
Isle of Wight trip or something.
We just,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
Out onto the
Onto the ferry and stuff.
Yeah, that was a cool day.
Yeah, Jack flying over water.
Saw the Team Poop t-shirts and was like, oh, it must have been Mini Air Show 2. But no, this was, we were just reliving.
What was this, 2019?
Yeah. Yeah, 2019 feels both not that long ago and a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's
The
closer.
sunset on this day was unbelievable. Sorry.
Oh, that was going down on the. We went down to Bournemouth, didn't we?
Yeah.
Met up with Mags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day out. That one.
Yeah. So this was closer to the start of LDO than it was to now.
Wow. And when did I edit this? Was this like 2021 or 2022?
3 years later.
23.
No way.
Told you, it's terrible.
It says you posted it a year ago. So. Oh, no, that's a different video. Sorry, wrong video I'm looking at.
Hero 5 session though, right, Jack?
No, 7.
Oh, Hero 7, okay.
Or normal 5.
Oh, okay.
There's probably
Not
a 5
sexual.
on this, I think.
This is the reason why we have to live stream everything we do, because otherwise it would never see the light of day.
It's just terabytes. There's just absolutely terabytes of footage that no one will ever see.
There's also terabytes of footage that we've lost over the years as well. There's like projects that
yeah.
we've started and filmed, and then we're like, where did that footage go? And we just can't find it. It's slightly disappointing. But we've enjoyed ourselves making it, so there's that.
It has been a fun time. Looking back from these memories. It's cool.
Yeah, it's been good fun.
And making friends.
Yeah.
Going out to see people.
Making
Yeah.
friends. What? No, don't tell me what to do.
There was a time where we could basically go anywhere in the UK and there'd
Fly
be
anywhere.
someone nearby we could fly with. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Was this Wing now?
I think this is. Oh,
No, definitely not.
this is
But were you chasing a
VTOL.
wing?
I think we were chasing a Wing. I can't remember who was flying the Wing. But...
Rescue mission.
Oh, someone dumped it in the tree. Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like it was
Only
me.
get up to
Is that a normal thing?
No, I'm the rescuer.
Yeah.
Tony is very adept at climbing things to a scary degree.
Yes.
He's like a
I-
little
Tree climber.
monkey.
Yeah, I've seen him go multiple
Ferret.
stories up in the air on steel girders, like corrugated iron building. He just
You're a
disappeared,
madman.
and he was on the roof. I think that was mainly because it was his X-Class up there, right? So
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
I've rescued
Yeah.
quite a few quads in my time.
Risk versus reward.
Mostly other people's.
That's funny.
Was that my bonsai?
I think it was,
From
yeah, chasing
Painless?
your wing, yeah.
Yeah, that would make
Sick.
sense.
That's awesome. I love wings now. I've been flying for the last year now, and it's super addictive.
Oh, this was the best. I mean,
This
this
is
felt
crazy.
a lot longer than it was actually. Like, looking back at the timestamps of how long Jack was flying around this ferry, it was not very long. But at the time, it felt like forever.
An eternity.
Yeah.
Denzilla, can you post that link again to that?
Oh,
video
I got it.
or someone? Yep.
Oh, the potato bug? You got it?
There you go, Mike.
Potato.
Yeah, look at this. Flying from that
From the
ferry.
ferry. I think it's a
Yeah,
chain
and look at that
ferry, isn't it?
sunset. Look at that.
All I
sunset,
remember
man.
is people screaming in my ear, being like, "Go higher, pull up, too low," and stuff like that. That's all I remember.
That's
That's
funny.
because we were
Just
like trying to
Tony.
make sure you stayed with a direct
Yeah.
line of sight, because we're like we're in the middle of this ferry, which is like chunky plate steel walls on all
Yeah.
sides. Like we're like, this is not going to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
And if you drop down
So
below any
windy
of
as
these
well.
walls, like,
It was windy. Your video was pretty good though.
yeah.
It's very nice.
How was it in the goggles? So was it?
Bottom
look as
right,
good?
it was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, you look like you're seeing. It's not too dark.
Yeah.
It wasn't
To the
too bad.
bottom right there, yeah.
It was just
The-
getting the balls to do it, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was whatever
Good, half
that
of this
skinny
body
antenna
is.
thing was. That made lines across my.
Hmm.
But that's
That'd be the radar.
Yeah, the radar light or whatever it is, signal.
I wonder what
But,
that would do to. Got too close to that. Ugh.
But it was a LaForge as well, so I had no like image correction or anything.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Oh,
If
that's fun
anyone
looking
knows
back at
what a
stuff like that.
LaForge is,
Left Forge. It's the white one, right?
yeah, 2 separate modules in each bay. Like,
Yeah. The Paul Cherry thing. Car park.
How many beers, Tony?
2. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, this is Miss Mayhem.
thank you
Yeah.
for sorting that.
no worries, bro.
Is this our Tenerife buddy?
Yes.
Tailspin RC.
Tailspin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tunes into
Link
Taffy
is in
Beer
the
World
chat.
too.
Yeah, he's been here. We've shown his videos quite a bit.
But he lives in what is it? Spain now?
I believe it's Spain, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not
You
not
said
Tenerife?
You guys said yeah, it looks probably more like Tenerife than proper Spain.
I'm pretty sure he's on Tenerife.
One of those hot
He's in the
hot
sky.
places.
My cat decided
Spain
to join the
owns
stream.
Tenerife, right? Spain owns Tenerife.
Like that.
No
That's
idea.
part
Yeah,
of
it's
Cape
the
Yes,
Spanish
yes,
Verde.
it is a Spanish island.
Is that the
yeah.
Cape Verde Islands?
Mm.
Canary Islands.
Canary
yeah.
Islands, that's it. The other one. There's 2 out there.
It's always nice there because it's off the African coast, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 down there. There's Cape Verde and there's Canaries.
Windy though, right? Generally. So
bet,
quads are
yeah.
I don't
alright.
think Tenerife is, but one of the islands is very windy.
Yeah. I would think anywhere out of the ocean would be, you definitely have the daily wind come through on a regular basis. Probably set your watch by it.
My display has collected moisture under the glass panel, so I have to do an operation. That's why I've been going back and forth. I've been trying to find my suction cups
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Display
no.
on what?
Such a cups.
on my my computer monitor.
You have an
Oh, wow.
got any
iMac?
gaffer tape?
Like an
Sorry?
iMac?
Got any gaffer tape?
It's a Thunderbolt display. So basically the
Yeah.
same as an old iMac. Yeah, I've done it
So
before
it's
though.
got the glass. It's got the glass in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
It's
any
not
gaffer
just the
tape?
flexible.
yeah, I've got
That'll
some
work.
gaff tape. Yeah, why? What's up,
Yeah,
Jack?
just use that. You
Oh,
got
really?
ISO to
Yeah.
clean the sticky stuff off it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
it's just
Moisture
magnets,
in
I
it,
think.
right.
It's just held
It's
on
just
by
magnets.
magnets, as far as I
But-
know.
The
Yeah.
I've used I got these suction cups before. They work really easy.
Yeah, they work.
You and your suction cucks.
Yeah. I've done it with painter's tape. That worked well
okay.
for me.
Curry, you've got quite the flare going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's his,
Beautiful
Getting
day.
artsy
Isn't
for
it?
us.
it's his Instagram filter.
Oh, we got EBR.
Hey, that's our boy.
Yeah. Kiss Ultra for the win, right, Jack?
And the googly eyes.
Kiss
Is this a sim?
No,
Or
this is.
No.
what
I
is
think it's
going
the
on?
action
real life,
too.
baby.
No, it just
It's
flies
real
that
life,
good.
baby.
He just flies like crazy fast.
What's with the overlays?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so that is-
googly eyes.
Yeah.
Overlay.
Everybody wonders about that, and it's just OSD overlaid. He's just masked out the his stick
I
overlays. Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah.
With you now.
Shelby Bull, why do I see square titties with moving nipples? Your flight footage.
We call it wonky nips. Wonky nips.
Yeah.
Any nip is a good nip.
And speaking of Volterra, I've got actually some on the way. I just had to pay customs on it. It wasn't too much, luckily, but I can't wait to try it out. And shout out to Jack, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
What did Volterra do? Or
So it is basically it's a new ESC that's made by LiveU FPV, and essentially it just interfaces perfectly with KISS Ultra. And I don't want to assume other KISS flight controllers, but it's basically just plug and play. You get everything, like you don't have to go in and mess around with any calibrations or anything. It's just like your voltage is good. It works, and it's also super robust, like 70 amp. So like pretty wild.
Mm.
And it's not BL Heli. It's not AM32. It's not any of that stuff. So it's.
So
it's
what are you going to
Volterra.
use a 70 amp ESC for? Is that going to be for a 10-inch or something?
Well, that is a good question, but it looks like people are using it for everything from a 5-inch up to massive quads, I guess. But I'm thinking of swapping it out on my 7-inch because I mean, but then again, my 7-inch works, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what works. We'll see what happens.
Time to build a second 7-inch.
build a maybe 8-inch. I don't know. They're so freaking massive though.
Just build an RPM.
That's what she said.
What about a push-pull Cinelifter?
Guys, I've got my operation gloves on.
Oh, he's going. Look at him! I told you, he's a killer. That guy.
Cool. Have you got any? Have you got any like tiny silica packets and stuff? Because
should I like
throw one in there somewhere, like cram it in?
Just bury rice. Bury in rice.
No,
rice is bad because it's dusty.
Man.
Yeah, it is bad.
And then it's going to grow into a rice plant.
Yeah.
We're going to eat while you're streaming.
He knows how to not leave a mess using suction cups instead of anything else.
whose is the video, by the way?
Sorry. It's a
I
shiny
believe
video
this is
stuff.
Steven's video from years ago.
He's at the pub at the moment.
Where is Steven? I was gonna say.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, there's a Steven guy that's not here.
He's in the pub.
Oh, good.
He was intending to be back, and then he stayed in the pub.
Too many beers.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm guessing this must have been quite a while ago, right?
Yeah, I'm not
A
seeing
few
this.
years ago for sure.
It looked like a warm day.
I said it was 1 year ago.
Oh, 1 year ago. Wow.
1 year ago with AOS 3.5.
This is
So
very keen.
250.
These are the kind of days you go out and like, oh, why am I flying? Why don't I wait?
This was the days that we'd go out when it was exciting 8 to 10 years ago. If you wouldn't get me out there now.
Yeah, I know. Yes, this is dedication for sure.
Yeah.
I remember there's one time where it snowed in the UK, which is fairly rare, and me and a friend both drove out to the New Forest, which is about 40 minutes away in the snow, just so we could try and fly around together. And what we were after is this beautiful, the blue sky and the lovely shiny snow, and it was just grey sky and snow, which is not quite the same, but it was still interesting.
I mean, there was the
we got
year
lots.
that for New Year's Day, like we all met up and had a fly near where I lived at the time, just so that we flew on the very first day, so we'd definitely like flown that year already. Like,
Was that when you guys were chasing the X-Class?
Yeah. You had there was like,
Luton.
yeah, was it 2 X-Class or was it just 1 X-Class and a load of mini
A
quads?
load of mini quads, yeah. That was one of my favourite videos I've done.
That was cool. That was very cool.
Yeah.
You should dig that one out, Tony. Stick that one in the pro chat.
God,
We
can
can
I
watch that
find
later.
that? That was actually a really good video. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed the music to that as well. How far do I have to go back for
What
that?
should I use to get off the moisture? Paper towel or
Yeah, I do.
What is it on? What's it on? It's on glass
Screen.
yeah?
or LED? Oh, glass. Just use microfiber.
You could also just use the T-shirt of the last victim.
Can't be spreading DNA.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, he's a pro. He won't do that.
This is a beautiful spot.
This is nice.
Paper towel will work, but it can leave fuzz.
I never thought I'd see the day where I'm doing a show and Cole's the one doing maintenance.
He's getting the blood off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
At least
sure
Cole
nothing.
isn't reinstalling his audio device drivers mid-show.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
It's upside down, Cole.
Jack has left the building. Yep.
Can anyone get a date on that?
On this video?
No, sorry, on the video
Oh.
that I'm looking for, Frank.
Oh,
Oh.
this is Bartman dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a great
I think
pilot.
he was in chat, wasn't he? Wasn't he in chat?
He might be.
It's a great place to fly. Is this another Canadian spot or?
No, American. I believe he's Wisconsin.
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Minnesota. That's what the video says. It's Orinoco, Minnesota.
There you
Beautiful Zumbro River.
It was Christmas 2018 to New Year's 2019, Tony. Somewhere around there.
go.
Ancient times.
Keep scrolling back through your videos.
No, that's ridiculous. I've just found me in Florida with Chad Capper and Drew. Keep going.
Well, whoever's
Florida.
flying this is like flying Jack's heart out. I feel like it's like immediately found a disabled
To the
portal.
toilet, circled it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got to orbit a body.
I found
What do
it.
you guys call them? Portalets or something, don't you? What do you guys call those?
There's,
Britain.
Portaloo. We'll get
Portaloo.
you letters if you call it a Portaloo, though, because it's a company name and they're desperately trying to control their trademark. So
Really?
yeah, they're very hot on writing letters to people if they call them Portaloos. So I'm mentioning Portaloo as many times as I can just to get you in trouble.
Nice. I like it. Portaloo, Portaloo, Portaloo.
Mission success.
Well
Start
done.
a position to start calling it that in Canada. Does there copyright apply in Canada? I don't know.
So this
It was just-
whoever's
it was just-
flying this is clearly like no worry at all. A lot of confidence in their craft. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
is
flying
Barman
around,
dude, right?
Yeah.
flying
Oh, dude, he's a ripper, man.
through
He's
a concrete bridge above the river. Like that is
Yeah.
confidence in your equipment.
Just found that too.
Well, I
That's
know
what
you're
it
not
is,
in
man.
charge, Frank, but I've sent it to you. Just it was like a reaction. It was just like send it to Frank. He's
You're
in
in charge
charge,
now.
but he's not.
Yeah.
You've been elected.
Always flying from inside the vehicle too.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah, because it's probably hot out. Yeah.
Aircon. If it was us, it would be heating on.
Look at that.
And
Look at
landing on his
that.
lap.
Like a pro.
Yeah.
Is
Barman
that a
dude's good
5-inch?
guy.
I wouldn't be flying a
good guy.
5-inch that close to my face.
No, it wasn't a 5. There's no way. Probably a
No, it
micro.
must have been a little micro, yeah.
3.5 inch.
It's a QAV Pro Micro 2.5.
There you go. 2.5.
This is Blade Outlaws.
Blade Outlaws has a live stream that he does weekly. I forget exactly which day, but check out his stream, his channel. It's pretty cool.
That did not look like a gap there. That looked
No.
like flying straight for the trees. Just
Mhm.
Yeah. You definitely have to be
You
familiar with
forget-
that spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make his own
You
gaps.
forget you're flying with 4 weed strimmers attached to you. You can just go. You can hack through a lot of things. As I get better, I've noticed like I'm not afraid of a leaf. If you just keep going, you're just gonna chop it.
Nice.
Just punch through.
That is testament to the modern flight control software, like
Yeah, for sure.
rejection of all those other inputs. That is interesting.
Yeah,
For sure.
and props. Props are tough as hell too.
Yeah. And not ESCs bursting into flame from touching anything, Jan.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Don't mention Kiss, Frank.
I didn't mention Kiss at all.
I know.
No,
I did it on purpose.
Koala likes to.
That
The
must
amount
Trying
be
to
it.
get spon- I think
The
Koala's
amount
trying
of
to get
stuff
sponsored. I
he's
think.
got
so.
to.
No, I don't even want to be sponsored. I would love to. I'd give them money, man. Their stuff works so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crane.
Well, Jack, you could speak on old Kiss ESCs bursting up in flames.
Oh,
Yeah, the old
Mhm.
18 amp
24/7.
firecrackers.
I was going to
Uh,
wonder if Jack has the video from the airsoft arena.
yes.
I do.
Ooh.
Do you want it?
Yeah,
Oh.
stick that in the private chat.
Stick that where?
Wait,
Stick that in your private chat.
Dirty bastard.
Whammy.
man, Tony, you're getting creative on us, eh? You get the beautiful light coming through the blinds there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Artsy
Looking
fartsy
good. You're
over
looking-
here, Mr.
Nice.
Tonstar.
Taken over from Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Did you
Curry's
find out what
got
was going
fixed.
on with your camera, Curry?
I don't know. Nothing's happened. There was some vague light coming in, but not to the extent that it went really weird. So that's
Yeah, it was wild.
odd. I'm all right
You
now.
know what? You know what they say about UK FPV pilots? They're just they're so artsy.
So artsy. Speaking of
Artsy.
artsy, we got some dog shit dive here going on.
Oh, the dog should dive with Andy RC and Tony.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a classic.
What happened? Did you
I'm
hit
not
that?
If you're a fan
Jack.
of Andy RC,
Yeah, do you want me to explain this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Row
well,
Riot
look at
was
me with no beard.
Row Riot, as in Drew and Jared. I mean Steele. Were coming over and they were asking like places to go, and Andy RC wrote, "Oh, they should come here," and someone wrote underneath the comment, "What they're gonna do are yours, Andy. Dive the dog shit bin." And then it became a thing of like, we need a pilgrimage to Andy's to dive the dog shit bin.
That's awesome.
That is brilliant.
If
Now we all have to
anyone-
do that. That's gonna be on
If
our
anyone
list.
can find that comment, I will gladly give you like 20 quid.
Everyone must know Andy RC in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we all got to
Someone
come
had
over and
Curry
dive the dog shit
goes.
bin with you guys.
Yeah.
It's no longer
it-
there. It's
It's not
gone.
there
it is.
anymore, apparently.
Yeah, it's actually
Oh,
been
no.
taken away.
Someone should build it in a Velocidrone map or something.
We got stickers. There it
Nice.
is.
There it is in all its glory.
Yeah.
The glorious dog shit bin.
This is the field literally just outside of Andy's house. So this dog shit bin was in the back of every video of Andy's for like years. And then we went up there and absolutely just dragged
Crushed
him out of his safety zone and ended up pulling him up to places, and we like got him out flying at other places. And
We
I
did.
am definitely gonna take the credit for that for LDO for
Mhm.
Yeah.
getting Andy out and
Nice.
about into the great wide world.
Agreed.
Well, I will say when we went
go
to FPV Drone Fest 2021, that was a really good time, man. And I got to fly with Andy and dude, we went to some cool spots. So it was pretty
Look at
sweet.
Haley in the dog shit bin there. Look.
This was really hard to edit out because my arse crack was in so much of the footage.
When isn't your ass crack exposed? Not even just in footage. Like I bet you, if you were to stand up
Sorry.
right now, your ass crack is like.
Oh, don't
fully
get him
out.
to stand up now. Don't even. No, let's not do that.
Maybe you could get like
There
the
goes
AI
a
to make you a
sticker.
filter. There you go.
Nice.
If you've got one of them stickers, you're in the club.
Cool.
I do actually have one of those stickers, but I don't have it accessible. But I do have this one.
Hey.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay.
And
You gotta stick it on something, man. You gotta put it on something.
I know
Gotta commit.
Collect them all.
There it is. Look, Jack's got one.
that's the dog shit dive.
Oh,
Yeah, the
nice.
dog shit bin. Yeah.
Dope.
There's also secret mini ones where we.
Oh, God, look at us. This is far. This is near.
Oh, this is funny. I edited this one too, didn't I? Yeah, I edited this. Right? No.
No.
That's from another
Sorry.
time.
Small and that one's far away. Yeah.
Near.
Mini.
Far.
So this is Flank's Flying Frustrations.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't even remember what happened, but
Fly
I'm
wing.
sure it's very disappointing.
Oh, look at that plug with that top.
Look
Nice.
how young he is.
Oh
Has he,
no.
has he even got a beard in this?
Short trousers.
Weird.
This is
Still whipped
before
time.
beard, I think. Might have some stubble. That's probably about it. I think it was just my ESC went boom, and this was a bonsai wing that I got given by Painless on my birthday. He was getting rid of it.
Oh,
Okay.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
What's going on in the
I-
video? The video seems like locked up.
Line of sight.
Oh no.
Is he
I think he's just far away.
talking?
Yeah,
I
he's standing
remember-
very still.
Yeah, see? He's
Yeah.
far away.
I remember when we were at the pool thing, we went to the.
That was really annoying.
Oh, did you taste it?
House again. But-
Oh, red bottom motor. Nice.
Oh, look who's that? It's his brother. His younger
Well,
brother.
I tell you what, how did me and Tony not get done with for paedophilia hanging out with Frank looking like that?
Oh, and this is the same video that leads into the potato.
Oh, this
Oh,
might have been
okay.
the first attempt at the potato, maybe.
Oh,
This
is
is where
this
we
Brighton?
had the idea of the potato.
Was that Brighton
No,
train
no,
station?
it's the same one.
Yeah.
So you do have the original footage of that.
No, you're thinking of the rat's nest.
Oh God, yeah. Oh no, yeah. We never did find that.
No, that
My
footage-
first ever Apex was built on that same desk, actually.
That's a very
There you
famous
go.
desk. There's
No.
books about that desk.
That one's different because Tony wrote
Oh.
a slur on that one
Oh,
and
Oh,
replaced the
Jesus.
desk.
Tony.
Sorry.
Tony, tisk, tisk.
yeah, this was the first attempt at the potato quad, and I don't think it worked.
It got fried.
Fried
You got
potatoes.
fried potato.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Yeah. Crisps.
Have you got the footage of me plugging in the rat's nest wrong and it exploding? Because I'm sure these guys would love to see that.
I use that in what a
Hell yes.
It
Hell
flew.
yes.
It
I'm not-
flew. It was just launched by hand.
Uh,
I've
funny
never
ass.
seen that. What the hell?
That's awesome.
That's
Right
too
on.
funny.
We got Schmags FPV lined up. This one's a really awesome flight with some bando action.
America.
Loose footage as well.
Merca.
Whoa. So we got like a dirt bike and the bando.
Yeah,
That
Nice.
is
look
a
at the footage.
big old
Wow.
bando, isn't it? Is that like a whole college or something? Like, what-
Looks
It
like,
looks like
yeah.
it.
Looks like a whole
Or a
like
hospital or
entire
something.
area. Like
it looks like a level out of
Oh, it looks like
Last of Us or something.
Yeah, it does.
looks like apartments. It does look like apartments, doesn't it?
Wow.
Hospital.
Looks like I was someplace I want to fly my drone at.
Yeah, yeah.
Do some ghost
yeah.
reading, ghost hunting.
Mhm. Why this music though?
Why not?
idea.
I feel like they're not in America.
Smegs? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that he is, but I'm not sure.
It could be
Looks-
European.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say where it looks like.
How come it's got like a
Doesn't
DJI
say.
overlay, but it doesn't look like a DJI? Is it? I'm confused. What are we
There's
looking
there's
It's
DJI
probably,
video, but with Betaflight
See?
OSD.
Yeah.
at?
It's probably a Vista or an 03. I have that in my
Ah.
03.
Or
I've got
as the
DJI down
UK
in the
folks
corner.
say, Beta Flight.
Yeah.
Sorry, Beta Flight.
Correct way of
I meant
saying
to
it.
say Beta.
Well,
Yeah.
It is
It's
the right
true.
way of saying it, yeah.
It's true.
I think it's the 4.3 is what's tripping me up. Like,
Mm.
I don't know. I
never
fly
fly.
4.3 on my
in
freestyle,
my brain.
but I fly 16.9 on my long range.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Better
With
chance
the
of seeing-
freestyle, you want to see what's up there and what's down there. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where are these places? That much land that you can just leave the thing there. If this was England,
Yeah.
somebody would have built a city there.
Yeah,
already.
there'd be a city, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the American
Okay,
way.
get in there.
Going in.
Everything's
Oh,
bigger.
no.
Everything's
Win.
bigger.
Easy,
You
guys.
know,
Teasing.
low battery though.
Yeah.
True.
Fair play.
It's dropping. It's dropping. It starts to do that
I mean-
drop thing at 3.4.
You could spend like more than a weekend there. You can spend like a week there, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh for sure.
Without running out of new spots.
You'd probably
Yeah,
wreck
until
all
you
your
run into-
motors and props before.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to bring at least a
Yeah.
plethora of quads with you to, because after you lose the first 5, you're gonna have to build a few more.
I'm sure you'd run into some weirdos too.
Super sick at it.
Oh, look at that.
Keep ripping, buddy. Middle of sunrise.
Oh, so I spy some Velox motors, I think. Maybe. Oh, no, those are ethics. Never mind.
I believe this is unlimited vertical. He always starts his videos like this.
It
He
is.
kind of does the song started like that and kind of just rips after.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
It's interesting that you do this because you're committing to a song before you even get the flight in.
Hmm.
That'd be so,
So
hard
much
for me
easier
to
there,
do.
but- Yeah.
In a way, I should try it. Maybe we should have that as a challenge or something. Like fly to this song.
You know what?
Yeah.
For really chill cruise flights, I have like it's not like a definitive playlist, but there's a few artists that I'll put on Spotify that I'm like, okay, the song is gonna be like super chill and it's gonna be about like 5 to 7 minutes. And
Yep.
yeah. But then I
I
end up
just-
forgetting
I
what
have a
song it was.
playlist. I use,
This is what I
like
enjoy
iTunes,
now
like,
from flying.
This
Like personally flying like this and watching it now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it goes smooth. Like when you see that tree from Mars, where you're just like, I'm just going to come out in this
Yeah.
beautiful curve, and it's just going to. I'm going to head over those
Yeah.
fields. And he's even got like either sunset or sunrise happening. You've got a bit of lens flare. It's all
Yeah.
very pretty.
Mhm.
Isn't it?
Mm.
I like this
Yeah.
sort of stuff. This is my sort of flying now. Yeah.
This is mine now. Yeah, exactly that.
Well, the nice thing too is when you fly like this, you have a lot less repairs to be making. Generally.
Mhm.
True.
And you-
It's true.
Your batteries last longer as well.
Yeah.
hmm I've only changed the props on my 7.5 inch once since I built it.
Yeah.
Me too. I only one time, but that's because I disarmed
There's-
from an ungodly height.
Once I was done all my testing and learning on it, they were a little bit dirty, I think. So I just changed them. Now they're
Dirty,
pristine.
dirty propellers, Dan. Oh no.
Well, chipped. You know what I mean. They get scratched, and
Yeah.
so I was landing.
No, I'm
in
just
the- I was landing
kidding,
in the
buddy.
Grass and flipping some twigs and stuff.
Yeah, because you had a bit of a process with the tuning and stuff for that one, right? Like you
I'm
spent
still
some
not
time
actually
on it.
done. Actually, Brandon Beans has a few more adjustments I got to make on it, and I think it's done. Yeah, I did the black box thing on it. That's my favorite thing, man. Once I got my build up all nice and it was flying all right, I just sent the black box to Brandon Beans, and he gives me settings to change and try. It's pretty cool. That really
Yeah.
dials it in. Like I don't know PIDs. I
Yeah.
don't know, I don't know what the hell he's talking about half the time. It's over my head, but he tells me what to do, I do it, and my drone really flies nice. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is about it that flies nice. It just flies really nice.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Is that just from Pitch? Do you tell him motors and props you're using, or?
Yeah, he knows my build. Yeah, I give him the list of my build, and I send him my black box files, and he tells me to change something. I change it and send him another black box file. He tells me what to change, and I send him another one. So we got one more round to do, I think. But I've been impatient and just been flying anyways.
Man, I feel like I got really lucky with my 7-inch because people seem to say that 7-inch is a bit tricky to tune.
They are a
and
bit
get.
tricky.
But man,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a sort of an ode to Kiss Ultra, but my quad, my 7-inch quad, like whatever my settings were when I built it, and when I got sort of a bit of help with a few people there, like I haven't had to touch it since. And I mean, if I do some really intense rolls or flips, I might see a little bit of bounce back and whatnot, but with a 7-inch quad, I'm not doing anything like that. And if I'm really smooth on the sticks, then I'm not even seeing anything. And I mean, I flew it at 0 AGL. I've flown it at like 3,500 meters up, and it flew, and there was no issue. So I think that means it's good.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a quick update on the playlist, Danzilla. I just updated the playlist.
Oh.
Do we have any? Do we have any Curry Kitten videos in the playlist there?
Yes, that's what I had to update a few things there for the stream here and shorten the length of how many videos we have lined up. But yeah, if you guys want to see more content, we've got the Tuesday live stream coming up still at the regular time, and that's the community hangout this Tuesday. So everyone's welcome. Everybody in the chat, everybody who's been in before, you're all welcome. Links will be posted in the Discord group, like always.
Sweet.
This one's a bit more intense, isn't it? This is out of my comfort zone now. This is a stick me.
Yeah,
this is the kind of place I would love to fly, but I'd be like scared shitless to be flying at.
I'm going to break everything.
Yeah, this is high intensity.
It kind of looks like an IKEA car park.
Yeah.
The thing is like if you have access to one of those types of spots, you have to fly it. You don't have a choice. And if you don't go fly it, then everyone's going to be mad at you.
Yeah. It could be like the previous one. I mean, is like the outer body experience. It's like also like lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Just like very like calm and placid and just like relaxing. And this is like high intensity adrenaline, like precision, like.
Yeah.
Completely different end of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what's quite interesting though is like
how high is that little section there? Like
not very high.
Not high enough to do that, is it?
No.
Apparently it is though.
I'm curious. So when you guys are doing freestyle in a spot like this and your heart is racing, right?
Oh my god!
But when you do long range and you're just cruising, but you're going out far, you get a similar.
It's the same
feeling.
rush, the same rush.
Yeah,
100%.
Your heart in your throat.
Well, to be fair, if it crashes here, he can get the footage.
Yeah.
Long range.
And he can get his parts back.
Yeah. You might break a prop here.
Yeah.
Or
a camera lens, or
yeah, maybe.
Nice flying, man.
ND filters are pretty replaceable.
Yeah.
Might not be 5-inch.
Sounds like
looks 5-inch.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
7. It's a Apex.
Shadow looks like it. Sounds like it as well.
Yeah, I see the shadow a little bit.
Yeah, it's a 5-inch Apex 5-inch, 703 grams.
Huh.
Ooh.
Chunky.
Good flying.
What's the FPV system? Do we know? Is it like I'm hoping that it's digital and that it's not like just got that good muscle memory and spatial awareness to know all these gaps.
His action camera is a DJI Action 2.
Yeah.
His FPV camera is analog Wolf Whoop
Oh my
Q1.
I have no
Nice.
excuse then. That's no good.
The Foxy original.
Analog.
All you need is analog. The best
Hell
thing
yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. Like, okay, so the breakup can be annoying at times if you do fly in certain areas where you want to do certain stuff that's low and through some walls and whatnot. That's like the one thing that I do keep seeing with digital. It's like, you can literally just kind of, you can go behind stuff and you're pretty much fine, at least like generally speaking. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's well,
I
and I was
prefer
also
the
curious.
analog breakup over the DJI breakup. The DJI breakup is just a freeze blackout, like
Yeah.
for a bit. Like at least analog, you can still sometimes you can kind of still see your way through the digital or the analog noise.
Yep. Well, I was actually curious. Can a O3 air unit fit in a regular Apex?
Nice carry kitten.
This
Oh,
is
Jack, you're muted, buddy.
Yeah, no, O3's a bit too big, I think.
Yeah,
That's why you need the modified upgrade kit.
the Evo kit or whatever, right? Yeah.
Oh, look, it's his brother who's 12.
I should explain this. The idea of this one, when I hook up with my friend Neil, who's no longer really flying, unfortunately, we always come up with, or he always comes up with something more intense to try, which generally ends up with like planes going home in a bin bag or
Right.
stuff. And this is like, what if we launched a plane from a car and we drove the car and then we followed the car in the plane? Do you think that would work? I'm like, I don't know. We should try
And
it.
it's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is 8 years old, this video. So this is, you'll probably notice from that OSD is nothing like a modern one. This is an old wing autopilot. And we sort of have to start out by, because we weren't sure what would happen. Like, the car's all metal. And if you're flying inside and the plane's like several hundred meters away, will it be okay? And unfortunately it was. It actually worked out pretty well, apart from the fact we occasionally lost each other on the road, and I was like, no way. So I was like,
and you
it looked
felt
a bit different.
sick.
It didn't feel too bad actually.
You're right.
Obviously, going along and with sort of movement where you weren't expecting it was a bit weird. At least you got to sit down and stuff.
Is this
But,
Greenham Common?
No, this is the New Forest.
Huh.
So it was
totally legal.
Yeah, I mean, there's no flying there, but I generally think that's an old law, and just like ignore that. I mean, I had a spotter.
He was driving.
Yeah, one thing we didn't work out because it was my car, and then when he gets in to drive it, it's like, how do I drive it? It's like an automatic. Put it into D. You've got an accelerator. Oh, this is just us coming out. So
I
you can
feel
just
sick looking at it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
definitely weren't
old
trespassing
wings.
because you never were stopped anywhere. So
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy over those off
Just go
road
down
parts.
that road there, that straight one.
We're gonna. I think we turn right here and go down there. And mine's
TV drones.
a white SUV, but yeah, just trying to. As soon as you find the car, it's fine, but it's a slight worry about finding it. And if we lose signal, RTH is going to go the other way.
Back to where you started.
Yeah.
never
So there we are. We've got it now. That's the car.
Oh, you're at the at the crossroad there.
Overtake, quick.
Oh my god!
Drive
How
fast.
can you see that on the through the
I'll be
goggles?
sick by now.
DVR.
Well, I mean, I can see it on the goggles. I knew vaguely where we were and where we were going to, because it was another flying site we went from. So it was a case of like finding it and going down the road. When the interesting thing was, I mounted this GoPro on the side, and Neil flew his Skywalker first, and I was driving, and we managed this angle somehow. So out the corner of the window, we could just see the Skywalker just sat there in the sky.
Awesome.
It's really interesting. But it's again, things I miss doing is stuff like trying crazy stuff, which I don't know if you get away with so much now, because as soon as people see you sort of flying somebody something, they're like, oh, you can't do that here.
Well, they're on the ball a bit more now, aren't they? So it's a bit different.
Yeah. they know about it.
Hmm.
But yeah, this was my flying site for a long time, even though it's got an actual bylaw to say you can't fly there, but we sort of mostly ignored that. Just
Right.
carried on anyway.
Well, it looks like
It's a great big
it
open
looks like
area.
it's in the middle of nowhere.
No
But yeah,
people.
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's lots of ponies there and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess
there's
bylaws
a lot of
do trump like national regulations. Is that right? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
city
but-
can make up their own whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like we've been caught there by the there's New Forest wardens that drive around, and they basically just asked us to move on and say you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
really do this here. And like, oh, fair enough, we'll
Oh,
go.
sorry. Yeah.
Up
I'm
somewhere
not
else.
going to throw you in the Huscow.
We
I
have
feel like
areas
most
like
times
that
that's the
here.
case.
We have areas like that here, and they classify them as like bird sanctuaries and stuff. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean there are New Forest ponies which you could argue would get spooked by it, but
Mm.
these horses basically lie in the middle of the road, and you can drive up to them and honk. So the chance of them being spooked by anything is quite unlikely.
More likely to eat
Especially
it
a
than get
plane.
spooked by it.
They're used
Yeah.
to crazy humans doing crazy things.
Yeah, loud noises. Yeah.
So does your OSD tell you how far you are from takeoff point, or
Yeah,
the
that
bottom,
thing
right?
at the bottom. I think
27?
we're like, sort of about 2.7k from
Yeah,
where we.
27k away from.
Yeah.
Let's hope Return to Home doesn't kick in.
Yeah.
So this is our pulling point here. So we've made it. So I just need
3
to go around
kilometers.
do
Wicked.
the landing.
I can't believe it didn't kick.
Right.
That's cool.
That's
we
too
came up
funny.
with all sorts of stuff. One of the things, the other thing we did was, could we fly first person view and third person view? So what we do is like he would fly in front, and I would fly behind him and chase, and then he'd switch his channel to me and then fly his plane from the third person view from my first person view. And this is why sometimes things went home in a bin bag, but we had good fun times trying all this stuff
Amazing.
out.
It's like you have a designated channel changer, like
No, he's just like, which way are you? No, that's not it. And he start going down again and stuff.
that's great. Wow.
Okay.
We've got to try that here in Canada. Get somebody to chase somebody and then use their goggle feed to actually control their
Yeah.
plane or their drone or something.
Man, that
Yeah.
sounds like
It's easier in planes. You've got a little
Wait,
bit more
So
recovery time.
you're flying.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're flying your wing line of sight, but through somebody else's goggles
Yeah.
on somebody else's quad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like first
You're
person,
fine,
third person view, if you like.
Your
Yeah.
line of sight, but through somebody else's.
it's like a video
Yeah.
game essentially. Like
Yeah, it's like you're playing Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto. Third person.
The only problem is, of course, if I'm not perfectly on his plane and
Yeah.
he doesn't tell me he's going to take a sudden right, then I'm like, I can't see you anymore. We
Yeah,
have this
exactly.
interesting 10 seconds of me trying to get him back in the view and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's when you flip it into angle mode and just kind of hover there and wait
If only.
if you got a
We
drone.
don't have a bando.
Oh man. Bando, meet up with the boys.
All
This
these
has
bands.
to be America. This looks like America to me.
America,
Everything's Florida.
downtown Florida.
Wait, no, that's a yellow license plate. That's got to be New Jersey.
Yellow.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
had yellow license plates in the States. I thought that was all
New York used to, but apparently they just changed recently.
really.
It doesn't say where he is.
Damn.
Doesn't he say?
See, we don't really get a lot of stuff like this in Canada, and I'm assuming you guys don't get it too much in the UK either, eh? Like a big
Bandos.
No.
big
Anything
bando
bigger than this
compound.
gets built on instantly.
Yeah.
There are no deserted buildings.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same
It's an
here.
island. Different mindset on islands.
There
Yeah.
is a Bando Island, in southern Florida somewhere, I believe.
Huh.
Oh.
Just need a boat and
Yeah, it's water access only or whatever.
Wow.
Or you could be like Rotor Riot, be awesome and fly a kilometer up to the island.
A whole
That
kilometer?
was so far. Oh my
I don't
god.
know, man. That sounds a little too risky.
Over water? No way. Hilarious. It's okay.
Sorry if you guys don't know. Rotor Riot just came out with a video where they were like, they would bet Bubby to fly out over this island that was like a kilometer away, and they were all like, "Oh my god, it's so far! I don't know." Meanwhile, I'm over
So
here
we
like,
saw it because Cole told us about
I do
it.
that.
Yeah.
I do
The
that
whole
like
crash.
I do that like every day.
Where apparently they crashed, but they decided not to show any of this crash footage, and suddenly retrieved the quad from an inch of water. Yeah.
Right. And recovered it. Hilarious.
Like
Ooh, looking a
On-
little choppy there, Marcel.
here, I'm more worried about these power lines that he keeps.
Oh, yeah.
looping.
Yeah.
I would get taken out.
Oh, went inside too? No way.
This is the way I look at power
Whoa.
lines, right?
Oh, that's
When you-
that. I was going to say that looks tight, and it was.
When you look at
So
when you look at some power lines, think of it this way: think of the percentage of space that the power lines actually take up,
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've been in fields
And
where
the
there's like only
odds-
one tree.
and the odds of hitting that, are very slim. You could just throw it at the power lines. You're probably not.
You know how it works. If you focus on one
You
thing,
look at
you
it.
instantly go towards it.
Yeah.
And smash it.
Yeah.
Well, when we went and
Object
flew with
fixation.
Andy RC, and there was just Jack and Andy like flying 2 5-inch quads in this enormous open space, and they managed to find each other.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying
killed a
the odds
gyro.
are higher than you think.
Fossil stuff, Team Pilot. Fossil stuff.
Oh, this is an old one. Fast forward it a bit. We don't need to see this. There we go.
Slow mo.
Oh yeah.
Slow
That's the
mo.
boys.
Oh, we got the X class
Reservoir.
out.
Yeah.
Reservoir
Reservoir
that
Dogs
radio.
rock.
Here we go. It's a good song too.
Good tune too.
I really enjoyed editing this, and the whole day was brilliant. And Jake? Andy? Really?
Tip of the hat.
Jackie boy.
Mhm.
For the
Oh,
turn to home rocket.
Francois.
Alaska.
look at that. Look at that freaking radio.
That's just that weird radio him and Andy had for a while.
It was almost like the original Tango had that big screen built in, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the X class, that.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I missed it. What happened?
The
X-Class.
Big
X-Class
quad followed by
two-
2 little quads.
Yeah, 2
Uh-huh.
5-inches.
It was like something out of Star Wars, I think.
What prop size is on an X class?
That's all it says.
13 or something. 13.
But, Brian, can we no longer able to fly there because of the restrictions?
Oh jeez.
Don't know.
Probably
Probably.
Brexit.
I like how the home point or like the landing pads are behind where you guys are flying from.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Like, everybody just shuffle to the side. So when was this? How old of a video was this?
Oh, like 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, just about.
Nice.
I love how you're all wearing black, like the Cure or something, and then somebody's wearing the high vis. One guy.
Yeah. Jack's always rocking the high vis.
That high vis is Jack's return to home. Where am I?
Yeah.
It works.
Where
it
am
works,
I?
totally.
Yeah, I'm there. Look at the acceleration of that X class.
Chase.
As you guys all in the chat notice, Tony's wearing an LDO sweater. There's links in the description of this video to the LDO
Yeah.
merchandise store, as well as other links to their other channels and other places that their podcast exists. So check out those links and yeah, hit them up. Buy yourself a t-shirt.
That was
You know
good
what? I need
work.
to get myself a Let's Drone Out hoodie. I don't have one.
You do,
Could
man.
use one.
Definitely.
Menace.
Oh god, is this a roll on to another one?
Just
Oh, this is
Oh, it's the end.
Curry Kitten video.
next
Next one is a
Curry
Curry Kitten video.
Is it?
No.
Oh, the FPVs.
Oh, Mad Dogs.
Mad Dogs.
Yeah, I posted this. Yay!
Yeah, and a good song. Rip it.
Is that
Oh,
a,
yeah,
is that a
it's
Tram
cool, yeah.
VTX on the back there?
Was that
That was the Emotion RC stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old school. What are we going back now? 9 years, maybe 10?
Ah,
The
it's a
Tunnel
bit
of Death.
fast. Yeah, people tried to get flying wings through it. It didn't quite work out. But again, the cricket people left it for us, so we thought we'd use it.
Oh, and the hay bales as gates is really
The hay bales are out, so
Oh wow!
Oh, man.
yeah, that was my first 5 kilometer flight on that fixed zone. All I found was this massive storm cloud.
Wow. There you go.
Oh, nice.
We do love looking over the wing and stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of fixed wing stuff there as well, which was quite nice because you can
Very
sort of fly quads in a lot of places.
I think
but,
Fixed Wing was the beginning
That one
of
flapped.
FPV.
That
We've
one.
seen
yeah.
those before here, those bird ones. Yeah, the actual flapping of the wings. No motors or anything. It's just like a glider, right?
No, I think that was an actual bird.
I remember
that
watching
was.
this,
These
thinking,
were
man,
the red kites.
Curry's the coolest. Like, I wish I could go to the Mad Dogs events, and then they got cancelled.
Yeah,
well,
Curry, did you
it
get
wasn't
banned?
nothing to be. It wasn't illegal or anything.
No, we had
Well, you guys should
the guy that lived there in the village, like, was friendly with the guys at the cricket club, and like, can we use your cricket ground once every 6 months to fly? They're like, yeah, no problem. We camped there, and there was like good 2 kilometers either side of us, so we can, go for really long tours, and crash all over the place and stuff, and have a good time. And it was one
Why
of
did
the
they cancel
places
it?
where we could really line up like lots of. Sometimes we'd have like 5 or 6 planes in a row, sort of chasing, because there were so many different frequencies on stuff. What was that? Why did it get
Nice.
cancelled?
Yeah, why did it get cancelled?
So the guy that lived there moved away, and then one guy ran it for a few more times, but it's kind of like the original guy sort of moved away in that, and it quads were kind of taking over and going different ways, so it kind of just it sort of dissipated out naturally, if you like. I'd love to get back with some of the guys again and do some
I
flying.
should redo it.
Mad Dogs
Mad Dogs
reunion.
2.0.
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I remember I crashed so hard there that my VTX ended up in the tennis court, somehow bashed and flew over the
Wow.
fence, and I had to get that back.
This one is.
Nice.
Oh.
Propelled.
Oh, that
Oh,
was a good
we-
landing.
Nothing, man.
He was
Will you
aiming
tell
for the tent.
There's another one of those flying drones.
Will you tell the story about how you almost killed Luke Bannister?
Well,
Free.
Luke turned up for the first time with his mum, who dropped him off, and she said, like, can you look after my son, because he's only like a little lad, and he was this big at the time, and like, sure, I'll make sure we look after him. I took her phone number and stuff, and while she was driving away, someone else had got him to climb up this tree to get a plane back, unbeknownst to me. So he's literally 40 foot up in this tree getting this guy's wing. I was like, oh man, if we kill him, we're going to be in trouble.
Holy.
That's a beautiful shot. That is.
Look at that
That's great.
storm cloud. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Well
And the lightning
done.
bolt. Boom.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
So what year is this, Curry?
That's 9 years ago.
9 years ago, yeah, sounds about right.
Wow.
We were still flying the big quads back then, the big F4.
Yeah.
The 450s and stuff.
I'll be back in a minute. I smell electrical fire.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit. Are you
2009
charging?
BC.
Take your camera with you.
Yeah.
2015?
Yeah, AD.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
Should it be called AD? Bro?
I know, Don and I.
Yeah, but
Kind of
before FPV. That's how we should do it.
Oh yeah, this is the fun of flying with people. You're 2 kilometers out, and
And
someone's
then
switched on
someone
the
turns
VTX,
on.
I'm just shouting, Like all I can see is your shoes.
Oh my
Turn off your
gosh.
drones. Yeah.
Very cool.
Wicked.
Oh, Mad Dog 7. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
there we go. Mad Dogs 8 coming soon then. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I think we did at least another couple
Okay,
before
cool.
it sort of stopped.
Did you break rule 0, Frank?
No, it's not in my flat.
It's nothing on fire.
Might be something on
What's
fire, but
rules?
it's stronger. It smells stronger outside than it does inside. So
No, that's-
it's not
Ah.
my problem.
You're good.
What's rule 0?
Don't be on fire.
What? No!
It is.
I feel like I do. I feel like I need to know.
We need to know.
Rule 0 is do not be on fire.
Yeah,
Rule 1
that
is
is
do not
rule
make
0.
rules that are not necessary.
That
Nice.
is-
I like it.
I can't believe we got that.
That's funny. There we go.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
nice.
That
was
is tight.
that was
is
pretty
tight.
cool.
Getting a little
I don't think
cinema
it's gonna make
action.
that.
Hey Marcel, any chance
This
I can
is
I can
Live
show off
Games.
a little bit of my flight from today
Hell
at
no.
some point?
No. Of course.
No. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Just kidding.
It'd just be you strangling someone. Oh.
No, the gloves
So
are off now.
Little quads seem to be my quad of choice now, just because they're so accessible to go anywhere, and like especially when you're in sort of a compressed space, like there's woods around me, which are quite enclosed, but there's no big open areas unless I travel. So taking a little whoop or something 2.5 inches is just works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally awesome.
I swear I'm destined to get a tiny whoop and fly the local mall that's kind of near me because it has this like multi-level.
Oh yes, yes, yes! Do it, do it, do it! Yes.
There we go.
Nice. That was nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
This
I
is
like
a
the camera
3.5
as
inch.
well. I mean, the spot, the flying, the camera.
Yeah,
Quality's
there's
great.
not
Lovely.
much breakup. That's all.
No.
I'm guessing this is like an HD camera, is it, or is this?
It
What
looks
was
like a
that?
naked GoPro on it. Yeah.
It says GoPro
Yeah.
Bones
Yeah, bones.
in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
description.
So how big is the quad?
It's a 3.5. Yeah, Axis Flying 3.5
A little Cineon or whatever.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's in
with
a
the DJI 03.
Ooh, cheating.
Bougie. No.
Bougie. I love my 03.
Wait, is Curry? Do you fly 03?
No, I've got Walks now as my digital thing. But I'm still mostly digital on the many quads and stuff. I've only got like 3 or 4 Walks now things because they're pricey.
Yeah. So Dan, you're the only 03 guy in here tonight. How do you feel?
The only smart one. Smart. The air is rarefied up here.
It's funny because I'm usually the only Kiss Ultra guy, and now you're the only DJI 03 guy.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
So I
outnumbered
get-
on the Kiss tonight, too. Are you guys
Yeah.
all Kiss? All you UK guys?
All of us, man. Every
Yeah.
single one. So how do you feel now,
Frank
man?
says no. Frank says no.
I say no.
I only,
Frank's a beta fight.
It was mainly Jack, and then Jack made Tony
Yeah.
do it, and
I only
Cole
kiss
do it, and everybody
Jack
else was
at
like beta
Christmas.
fight. Like,
No,
Kiss
Wait,
I,
Tony do it.
I didn't. Bloody Tony and his little love child Bradders used to. And when
Don't be jealous.
Race Fight turned out to screw them in the ass, all of a sudden then they started flying Kiss and then they loved it.
You know, I was winding you up for about a year
Couldn't
and a half.
shut up about
maybe
it.
2 years.
Yeah. No, you just wanted to fight me on it.
It's really strange how against it a lot of people are, but they've never tried it. And I feel like once they tried it, they'd be
True.
like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
I honestly think it's great for freestyle, but people have raced it, but I don't think it's good for racing.
it's too
Yeah,
expensive.
if they could
You
just
can't
bring the
afford to
cross
try it.
down, it would be good.
Yeah,
yeah, it
It's
works
like
for
the
long
Apple
range too,
versus
pretty good.
PC.
yeah, it's that argument, isn't it? Android
Sky
and
Source.
Apple.
Koala, go ahead and share your screen for that video, and I'll put it up after this video.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
Sunshine at last. Oh, this is definitely an Englishman.
Yeah. He's not
Yes,
actually. It's
he's
not.
the
It's
FTP
Creeper.
part of- yeah.
He's part of the
Maybe
crew
he
of the
lives
show.
along
Yeah.
the right access.
If they're English,
see
wouldn't
that,
be
see
too sure
that,
what
see that.
sunshine is.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost him.
Great.
Well, it did not share his screen. He just jumped out.
Hit the wrong button. It's the
That's
present
koala
button is
for
right
ya.
next to the leave button.
That's why we love him.
Bum, bum.
Seems very popular, the old sort of industrial or company sort of car park at the weekends. It seems no one's
Yeah,
ever
I
there.
think a lot of people.
Go off and do it.
Imagine if we did that
I
there,
think-
though. We'd like the cops
There's-
would turn
there's
up in
all
2 seconds.
Or, literally, there's an industrial estate near me with the same sort of companies and car parks, and it's literally warning, infrared fence, warning, 24-hour security. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Mm,
I'm not coming in.
Yeah,
stay
exactly.
away. It's kind of a shame too, because look at all this space that's just not used on a weekend. You know.
I have done this when I
Yeah.
went to Florida. When I went and done a race in Florida, I went and flew in car parks like this with some guys in Florida. It was quite
Nice.
exciting, but
Mhm.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the people that live in the suburban, outskirts of some of the big metropolitan areas, this is kind of their bread and butter because that's all they got.
Yeah.
Like I know down in Atlanta, Georgia, it's all about the business parks. It's all those
Yeah.
big famous pilots all grew up flying in these business parks.
It was pretty cool because I went to a race in Florida, done the race, and then put my freestyle quads on my backpack, and literally walked into a park, and then heard quads, and I just walked towards the quads, and then people were like, "Yo, where you from?" And I'm like, "UK," and they were like, "Come fly here." And it was just awesome.
Nice.
And then got lifts round, and they drove. I just got in people's cars. I was like, "Yeah, come on, let's go." Oh,
Totally safe. Totally safe.
yeah, it's good.
And this is how you ended up in the guy's house in the middle of the swamp in Florida, right?
Missing one kidney.
With one hand,
Uh-oh.
with fingers missing. Yeah, that's the story.
The hills have eyes.
Oh, we're gonna watch this one now. Okay, sweet. I
Let's
didn't see
get
what
it.
was up there.
This
All
is
right.
Cole's entry
Put it
into the genre. of-
Yeah, this was actually this morning. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
Nice
I
morning.
guess. Yeah, and actually, this is my elementary school.
Oh, this is
never
where
flown at it
koala
before.
grew up.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually like a beautiful day.
Hmm.
Principal didn't come out and yell at you.
No. Although, what's really weird is basically, dude, it was really strange. Someone like in the last day or two had gone and like graffitied up the side of the school with a bunch of like racial crap. And actually in a
Midgets.
local Facebook group, people were talking about it, and then someone posted a photo of that person got arrested for that actually. So
Good.
and
So-
everyone's like, oh, it must have
the
been some
story-
kids.
Quit Facebook.
Mm.
Look at this. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Oh,
I didn't post
Free
things saying
British-
I saw troublemakers with those quads. It's probably them.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, never.
For you British folk, a principal is a headmaster.
Thank you very much.
I was gonna make a really bad joke about someone's mom, but then I didn't want to go there. Yeah,
The playback of this is a little choppy, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's fine, no, man.
Yeah.
it's pretty tight in there, man. There's a lot of trees. Like where I live, it's called it's London, but it's called the Forest City, and
It's not London.
it is. It's
London
it's- no.
London-esque.
But look at this. Look how many trees are. Like,
Pseudo
dude,
London.
it's actually a really
Pseudo.
fun place to fly. To be honest, I'm
It
gonna
looks
have to go
pretty
back
good,
again.
man.
Yeah, lots of room to play.
Yeah, just have to be careful of the damn trees. But
And there's
Sunday
just
mornings,
basically nobody about. There's no one to
Yeah.
hassle you.
right? I know.
Lots of
Sunday
space.
morning, everyone's sleeping, and I get to use the road as my my little.
Runway.
Yeah,
Everybody's at church.
I mean, like, dude, look how fun it is, dude. I can't believe I never flown. I should have power looped those trees again, though, but it's okay.
Maddie them.
But yeah, so this is pretty fun spot, I will say, and it's only like it's not too far from where I am right now, so I might have to do this again. Although I don't know about you folks, but like, do you have this thing where like you fly a spot and you're like everything goes well, you don't crash, you don't break anything, you're like, I'm gonna go fly there again, and then the next time you go back, it's like the curse of going back to the spot and then you crash and break everything?
I think it's because you think about the spot a lot more. You think I could do this there, that there, and so you try more.
Weirdly,
pushing.
This is fun.
First time you just kind of explored.
T-shirt, Florida, that I flew when I went.
Woohoo.
This
There
is
you go.
probably 8 years
Full
old.
circle.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of the front of the building here.
Mhm.
And then here I'll pull up the backside.
Ooh.
Can you imagine back in the day having a drone to get your ball off the roof of the school?
Oh man,
That was always when we were little kids. That was always the bane of us. We'd always have a basketball or something that would go on the roof of the school, and there was one guy who could climb up the wall.
Yeah,
I'll have to go get
Tony.
him. We all had our Tony. Yeah.
So now we're in the playground. Like this is literally my childhood from kindergarten to don't mind those nasty graffitis, but from kindergarten to grade 6, I went here and
pictures of you in kindergarten there.
I
How
will
cool
somewhere
would it be
definitely.
if you morphed yourself into the FPV footage, like of you saying
AI, AI.
that'd be well good.
Funny.
But it looks like they were doing like construction on the roof, but I was just going out for a little cruise. I felt like the front part was risky enough, so I was like, okay, just gonna check it out. But to be honest, this isn't that exciting, probably to watch. But
You could do some more work at the playground, some little loop-de-loops.
Yeah, but to be fair, your flying's got really, really good in the last couple of years. Well, the last year, I should say.
Thanks, man.
That's because Marcel and I have been helping him.
Yeah, you know what? They get all the credit. You know what? I think a part of it, honestly, is like I fly so many different spots, man. Like I don't just go back to the same spot to fly. So like, I don't know. I think that might be.
Man.
Yeah,
practice makes perfect.
Flight time is always.
Like you say, I think because you're flying there for the first time, your sort of senses are sort of heightened. So you're sort of extra good on the 6. If you go back there thinking, it's pretty good, it was pretty easy, you might just take it too casual and end up like flying into stuff. But going to different places and trying different things all the time is going to make you just better and better.
100%.
Well, so this part, I was like, okay, there's definitely like a dive gap in these trees here, and I'm just kind of scoping it out. But let me see if I can find if I actually ended up doing it. So believe it or not, so I actually so you see the pathway on the left-hand side here, right? And it kind of forks to the right. This was literally my pathway walking to school every day for my whole childhood, actually. Pretty wild.
That's
Let me see if I can. Do I try the tree or the dive gap in this part? Let's see. I'm like not comfortable, and it's all analog too, and there's like all these bushes and stuff. So
Robert
I'm like,
Rosser.
oh, here we go.
British folk, a pathway is the pavement.
So I was like, oh, and then I actually bumped the pavement there for a second.
We invented the language. Called English for a reason.
Everyone leave.
It's
Yeah,
true.
go.
It's true. It's true.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it for
That's
today.
fine,
But
man.
thanks, buddy.
Day. Right on. Very cool. Very cool.
Good day.
Good stuff.
It was a perfect morning for it, and now it's actually kind of poopy and overcast out now, so I got the right time. Ooh.
Only got a few more videos left.
Another Brighton Till I Fly.
10 minutes left.
Another edit by me.
Well, that explains it because it's like
If it
not
purrs,
the
hold
videos.
on it. That's how you tell.
Oh,
And
look
looks good.
Coco.
This is a more recent one.
This is a more
Yeah.
recent one.
That's the
Here's the
man.
link.
I love your dog.
Usually my dog.
I love your dog, Tony.
She's a cutie. She's in bed.
Oh, what's her name?
Coco.
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 Come.
She's a good girl. Like first
got
the first time I
earphones.
met her, like within like not within a very short amount of time, she's on your lap, just like so lovable.
Oh, good. Another person to sit on the lap.
Yeah.
Speak in there. Say.
Hi, Coco.
Oh.
Vicious beastie.
You're growling because I woke you up. Yeah, I know.
That dog can run like
She's
crazy.
incredible.
Tony,
Oh, yeah.
Tony and a wife beater always makes me think of this.
Yeah. I
I
live my
can't
life
believe
one
you
life
put
at
my
a time.
face on that.
It's a special sticker.
Yeah, that's a inside or what is that? What do you call that?
Inside joke.
Insider sticker. Yeah, inside
Yeah.
joke. Yeah.
This is not far away from you, Jack, is it? Really?
Another classic
No.
chat spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favourite, man. I
This
love
is
those
like-
trees.
It's like the British version of EBR.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Corey,
EBR
you
is
need
always
to
flying
come
the tree
visit.
spot.
The dead
Fly.
tree spot.
What was
I'll
that,
make
Jack?
you-
I didn't hear you, buddy.
Curry should come and fly this spot.
I will do eventually. This is not part of Hidden Valley. Then this is a different spot.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, different.
Never disarm.
This is where I do my long range stuff. This is what's the beacon called?
Ditchling.
Ditchling
Ditchling
beacon.
beacon. Yep.
Yeah.
I even know that.
Well done.
You can, if you're really ballsy, you can fly from there to Hidden Valley,
Yeah.
whether you'll get back or not.
Challenge
know if
accepted.
you
Then.
get back,
Go
man.
for it. Sounds like a challenge. He's throwing down the gauntlet.
I fucking ain't doing it.
Not one of Jack's challenge wanks.
Is Hidden Valley the official name, or is that like a Let's Drone Out name?
Let's try out name.
Okay.
Cool.
I was trying to do the
We
Google
tried to
Maps
look
see
for
how
it
far I
for
was.
about 2 days. Where is it? Hidden Valley.
Are all those broken branches from you hitting the tree? Or
Yeah, it was alive when we first started flying.
10 years ago, it was totally healthy.
My fine impression of your native animal, the beaver.
Ah, yes. Fighting the wood.
It's got some
The-
weird tree fungus called Kissamungus.
The proper name for Hidden Valley, if you're really interested, is Ballsdean.
Balls deep?
Balls deep.
Ballsdean.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding,
we
sorry.
should have called it Balls Deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez,
man.
Louise.
Yeah, I heard balls, and then it has to be balls deep after that.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay.
Wicked.
Sorry. Koala in his natural
do like-
habitat.
I like the cat logo. I really do.
Yeah.
Denzel is a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Lift off.
Who's this?
This is Burnout FPV.
Nice.
Some more Office Park sauce.
And he sits down in a green chair. He's my kind of guy.
Oh yeah, I'm a sitter.
Yeah, Balls Dean is actually pretty far from Ditchling Beacon. Apparently, it's you could send it there, but yeah, like you said,
it's not
5 miles, 8 kilometers.
wow.
lovely.
That does sound like a challenge.
I didn't say
Yeah.
you'd make it back.
And it
How
is-
many kilometers is Ballsdean from Brownsville? Oh.
Oh,
Burn.
it's right beside Sphincter upon Avon.
Mm.
It's not very far from Cotton.
There you go.
There you go.
Just down the road.
Oh, just down the road, downtown Florida.
This is fast FPV freestyle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A little bit too fast for me. I'm like, my brain's like, what?
That's how I feel about shebang and all that other like crazy maneuvers that people do. I'm like, you just don't even know where you're going at that point.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You go left, right away. You're like,
I mean, like, if all you have is a open field and nothing else to fly near you, I guess like you have to get creative.
Somebody just arrived.
Ooh,
who's here? I gotta
just
scroll
in
down.
time. A wild Stefan.
Hey!
Stefan.
Apologies.
Straight out of the
Stefan
boat.
is here.
How
Bonsoir.
many times did his camera
Good
turn
evening.
off?
How's the pub?
Wait, what?
You got 4 minutes.
The pub was
What?
wonderful. Yeah, a little bit distracting, as one might expect. And my
That's
dog
what pubs
just arrived back home, so it's just chaos, absolute chaos.
No worries.
Well, welcome in.
Isn't the point of pubs distraction?
Good to see you, man.
Well, yeah, the point of pubs is distraction, and then trying to blend it with time scales turned out to be yes, you may have heard that. That is my dog saying "raru," which in dog language means "I'm very happy to see you." Everyone is here
Good
together.
to see you too, dog.
Well, we're all here.
Exactly.
It's
Awesome.
very
Thank
sweet.
you for joining us.
I'm getting a screenshot of this. This is a historical moment here. Canada and UK combining.
Yeah, do it there, man.
All right,
Post
so
it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, and I put my computer into lock mode.
That's how history is defined, really, isn't it?
Apple Shift F4. Apple Shift F4.
History is defined by someone accidentally shoving their foot into a blender.
Right.
Did you get that, Koala?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Send it to me, please.
How you guys been?
Do it again. I blinked.
Oh wait, okay, here. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna count in Chinese because I know how to do that now.
Oh yes, I know Chinese.
So sun. And we okay, there we go. Okay, and my computer went into lock mode again. But I got it. I did get it.
All right.
And Steve. Oh no, Steve's there back there. Who did we lose? Oh, just the center channel.
Yeah, just the video.
Nice.
Sweet.
Fucking A. You gotta fast forward this a little bit. Sorry about
Fucking A, bunch of Canadians here, eh, buddy? Gonna get some poutine and yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah, bye.
It's,
What have you guys been talking about?
A boot. That is
You.
one
We've been-
I'm watching
Yeah,
it.
we've been gossiping about you, Stefan.
Yeah.
And no
sure.
exciting gossip.
He's late. He's obviously fucking drunk.
I'm absolutely fucking drunk. I'm in the UK and it's past 4 p.m. I'm clearly slaughtered. Just been
Exactly.
hanging out with some friends. It turns out that pretty much everyone I know decided to leave the country at one point or another, so it's rare that we all get together. I was chatting to a guy who lives in Singapore, a lady who's in the Netherlands, and a few others.
Awesome.
And, just getting together and catching up.
For
Hey,
sure.
nice.
Good times.
Always good. Always good.
Definitely. Is this in Greece? This Greek music, surely.
Sounds like Greek music, but
What have you guys been up to, though? What is...
We've been on the podcast,
going on?
Lee. You haven't.
Congratulations,
sharing
Tony. Do you want a
awesome-
badge? Do you want maybe a medal?
Yes,
Perhaps a little
yes,
classy medal
yeah.
that says I'm a really tough guy.
I'd like one.
Yeah, we've been sharing some
Tony's
awesome
here.
videos from around the world, plus some of the videos from you guys. Especially, we did a couple of videos from your channel as well, Steven.
Oh, nice.
One of the.
I see. I confused Marcel. I've been calling him Stefan and Stefan.
It's Stefan. I'm not actually French. It's just Stephen. You can just go
Oh,
Stephen.
this is a very, very,
Stefan
very
pretty
old
much
one.
places you as Eastern European. Hello, Stefan. How are you doing? No, just
This is
Stephen.
Euro
one of the
trash.
original-
That works. Hello,
my French accent
Stefan.
either,
Have
so-
you tried the latest in German educational/sexual equipment? Oh
my God, this is an actual gimbal. Whose is this one?
This is a very illegal flight from me about 8 years ago.
Mm.
but it's sub
I
250.
think it
Even
was
8
fine.
years ago, was it illegal?
Is this a
Back
is this a
then it was
DJI with an added gimbal
Two.
then or something?
Yeah, this is oh god, what was
Phantom
I
Is
Force.
it
flying?
the roundabout one where the
Yeah.
CAA?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
cut this.
Ah, the CAA. What is the big scary letter, man?
It's a nice view of. I take it it's a church, but it looks a lot like a church by someone who'd really only designed office buildings.
Apparently these
Actually, I was going to say it's a
always-
Mormon temple.
yeah, it is, and they always
Yeah,
face
it's-
that way.
Takes
I could tell
all
by
the
the look of
corporate
it. And that
brutality and just
statue.
puts a big pointy.
This
bit
was
on
before I got into FPV. This was like literally
Mm-hmm.
buy a drone, put a gimbal on it.
Just
I was wearing goggles
Joseph Smith.
to do this, but
Oh, cool.
Tony couldn't even fly
look,
right,
look, there's a
mate.
plane going over.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Nothing can go wrong.
Stop this now. There's better footage.
This is amazing.
Scrape some of the gold off the statue.
I particularly like the way they're orbiting by going sideways and then readjusting and then sideways and readjusting. It really gives that smooth feel.
Totally.
Please
Very cinematic.
maneuver left.
I mean, the concentration on the male arse. Getting all the
It's
details
been
there,
plaguing
Tony.
Christianity for 2,000
that.
years and it just won't go away. Well,
Oh, I hope you blow my trumpet if I get up there. I've been climbing and practicing some trees for this.
Classic Tony.
I mean, I think
Is that
really
is that
there's a whole
Joseph
history
Smith?
of hot depictions of Christ that needs a more thorough examination than the Catholic Church is really giving it.
Look at that
But
shot,
that's beyond the
How's
scope
that
of this
good shot?
podcast.
If you took a screenshot of that. Right,
Badass.
stop this now.
I think he did on the pinboard.
Whew.
That was
Tony,
awesome.
you can wipe your brow now.
Yeah.
I saw the thumbnail of that video. I had to put it on there.
Are the lawyers still punching on the door? We
They've
okay?
been around a few times, but I just
That's it.
ignore them and set the
Alright.
dog on them.
Ooh.
Oh,
We're
now
just
we're
waiting out
talking.
there with the TV
Right.
license people.
Well,
That-
yeah,
that's-
they
that's
queue up.
beautiful.
I just ignore them all. Go away.
This is the kind of scenery you just can't buy around here.
Woosah. No, you don't get
No,
it.
yeah. You guys got none of that. Very little. There's none of that.
I
where I
mean,
live in
Scotland probably we could do
Yeah.
something like this.
There's,
Yeah.
there's bits in Scotland or bits in Wales, but it's
There's
also,
bits
you
in
wouldn't
Scotland
see
and
it.
bits in Wales, but none of them where you want to actually stand outside.
No,
Yeah,
it'd be
obviously.
minus 12, foggy. You wouldn't see.
You wouldn't
fuck
see
all.
any of it, yeah. 'cause it'd
Oh,
just be
suck it
clouds.
up. Suck it up.
Yeah, you can't stand outside
Minus-
and be like,
Minus
oh, it's
12
30
is
degrees.
balmy.
It's beautiful. This looks downright beautiful. You know, you've got a mountain stream. You can imagine there's some salmon jumping up and down that thing, and then
Yeah.
there's just the ragged, craggy peninsula, just made for diving down.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Is this Canada? Because it looks more sort of Utah-y, California.
I think this is Colorado or something like that in the States, in the United
Yeah.
States.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to see your new footage, Marcel.
Mm-hmm. We
Can't
played
wait,
a little
man.
bit in the beginning, but yeah, I've got a lot of editing work to do still.
That's
Oh, yeah.
a great shot to a car chase, diving down
Mhm.
into the
Yeah.
car chase. Great shot for
Might
a
have
film.
been.
But you know what? I was actually I watched the movie Ambulance last night. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it.
I've,
Yeah.
I've heard someone shot the ambulance video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
the
was
Alex
really cool,
Vanover.
wasn't it?
Fanny style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
And,
yes.
You know what? Like, I was looking at the Rotten Tomatoes reviews, and it was like, okay, Tomatoer was kind of on the low side. Audience was reasonable. I mean, put it this way: it was a very Michael Bay-esque movie. It
Yeah.
was lots of lens flares and a lot of Hollywood cheese, and but it was cool to see a lot of FPV shots in there, though. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it was
watched.
really neat.
If you could split the movie apart from the cinematography had some fantastic FPV shots. The movie itself,
Yeah.
like a 4 out of 10.
I kept
The
wishing
FPV
they would
shots
hold the
were very
FPV
well
shots
done.
longer, though. They would do like a split
Yeah.
second of an FPV shot, and then they would cut it. And I'm like, come on, give us
Hold it
more.
longer. Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
the latest Bad Boys 4 Ride
Yep,
or Die
they had.
last
I saw
night,
that in
and
the
they had a
theaters.
couple of FPV shots, and I didn't rate it. I don't know who done it. I didn't rate it.
You know what? There were a few shots in there that I did like, and
The
there
one
it's these
climbing
guy-
up the stairs and going through the stairs was quite good, but the flying some of the bits I was just like, I think they could have shot that again. Maybe they were pressed for time or whatever, but so one shot was really good coming up the stairs.
There's always that balance of like, how do we go for the daring shot or do we keep the talent safe? Because a lot of the shots, you aren't just dealing with stunt performers, you're dealing with the talent, and you can't go and buzz the talent's face with a quad.
Well, I've been on set before, and it's like go, that's it, done. We can't. No, we're not doing it again. We've done it.
Yeah. Imagine you're the person that like draws like a cut line like an inch along the talent's face, and then your career's over, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, for that, for the Ride or Die Bad Boys, it was actually like the drone pilot team was. It's a. I'm pretty sure it's a company out of LA. They're called Lightcraft.tv, and I think that there's a drone racer guy named, was it Nub FPV? I think he was in like the racing stuff before. I could be wrong, but it's a whole LA based team. Yeah, dude. Nub.
Yeah.
Surely you guys have seen in DRL.
I've heard him before.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a few though. There's a bunch of them though.
He does
the drone light show is pretty fantastic.
Maybe he just gets like one shot and that's it. Just one take. But some of it I thought was good and some was like, no.
We don't get a load of drone
I was going to ask.
Yeah, so far, right? I think this is something that's blowing up a lot more in the US. I think there's still a bunch of regulations over here about what happens to that 0.5% of drones or whatever that fail and just dunk on the crowd during the performance. I don't think anyone's really figured out a solution for that. I don't think in the US people are just walking that fine line between lawsuit settlements and revenue.
I think it's kind of a moot point because most of them you see the drones themselves are over a football field or over water, like in this case.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at that sphere, you see the extent of that sphere, they're going over the coast. Right? The tip of that shark, the other stuff, it's going to be over some coastal properties. If someone's taking a walk down the boulevard and they get dunked on by a drone that's just fallen 100 meters.
Yeah, they did some for the New Year's in London, and they did some for the D-Day over Portsmouth. But I mean, I've got like
was it scrubbed?
I've got like a Google like a constant search list going on looking for these in the UK because I want to go to one and see what it's like actually in real life.
Well, if there's nobody doing it, why don't you start a business? Why don't you start a company?
Well, there's a bunch of businesses running them already, but the thing is, they don't seem to tend to advertise them before they happen. They seem to only be advertised after they happen. So I'm wondering whether maybe there's a reliability issue there. Of like, if they're not publicizing it beforehand, maybe there's some issues.
This is what I'm thinking. It seems to be a very grey area right now. And firework displays have always been a little bit like that. But the fact with drone displays, you haven't just got like a burnt cardboard cartridge, but you've got a straight up like maybe 2 kilo quad that's descending on the ground. It's a slightly different game to play.
Yeah, I'm sure there's huge amounts of insurance involved and stuff like that.
Yeah. When I was in Taiwan at the start of this year for Chinese New Year, I went and watched a drone display kind of thing. It was actually really cool. I would definitely recommend seeing one if you can.
They're breathtaking.
Yeah, they look good.
Well, that wraps it up, everyone. I really appreciate everybody coming in to check out the LDO. If you guys haven't checked out,
let's drone out.
Check it out. There's links in the description. Once again, if anybody has anything they want to add to the end of the stream here, any shout outs, if you have anything going on, now's the time.
Jack,
thank you so much, Off Axis, for having us on. Massive thank you to Koala as well, my buddy Cole. It's been a pleasure. Danzilla, it was nice to finally speak to you. Thanks for always reading out my comment. And a massive thank you to the LDO team. Frank, we'd be nothing without you and your organisation skills. Carrie, thanks for always being the dad of the show and looking after us. And Stephen, It's always insightful and good quality information from you, and the dry humour sort of keeps us grounded. And of course, it's been with me forever, my darling wife. Thank you. What a fantastic set of
Tony,
jokes.
it wouldn't be an LDO show without Tony and the fake breast gesture there, giving it what the crowd really wanted.
That's right.
Apparently,
Awesome.
there's a photograph of Stefan in the private chat.
There's a few. I've put a few photos on.
Instagram's a little hard because it's harder to see the picture lined up, but I can share it real quick here. I did see it. I just didn't grab it. Let me quickly.
I just thought it'd be
See what I started, Steven?
I thought it'd be funny.
I just get it. This
I thought
page
it'd be
isn't
funny.
working. I have no idea what that page is.
You are quite French with that moustache of yours.
It was cool to have Elon Musk on there. That's really neat.
Yeah, definitely.
Elon Musk and also Dominic Clifton, who I think is actually harder to get hold of than Elon Musk.
Right.
It's probably more loaded.
Yeah,
I actually
Elon Musk
did reach out
actually
to-
quite somber compared to Dominic.
Outshined.
Good to meet you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you guys this Tuesday for the community hangout on the channel, and the LDO show. I believe it's Thursdays.
Yep.
So yeah, check them out, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you Tuesday.
Oh,
See ya.